So can you please suggest some ideas how motivate our parents and how can just let me have some suggestions from you how we can motivate the parents or maintain good rapport with the parents regarding the studies of the children.
Kusuma, can I ask you a question first?
Sir.
Hello, Kusuma. Can I ask you a question first?
Ma'am,
yes,
yeah, please ask, ma'am. Please, one more time, ma'am.
Sir,
okay.
So we have.
I want to ask Kusuma a question so that I can respond to our question very well. When you say illiterate parents, what do you mean? Is it that they cannot, illiteracy in India, how do you describe it? They cannot read and write?
Yeah, they cannot read and write.
Okay. But okay, that's just it. But do they understand the importance of education?
I think so. They are joining their students in the school, kids in the school.
Because from what they are lacking, they should be able to know that yes, education is very important. So I think they may be illiterate, but probably they are educated in a way. At least they are educated in the culture of the culture, the Indian culture. They're educated in the Indian culture. They are educated morally. Probably in the religion too, they are equally educated, but they may not be able to read and write English language, or probably in Hindi in writing form. So I think one of the things is there's a association we call PTA in Nigeria, or some call it PTF, Parent Teacher Forum, where once in a term or 3 times in an academic session, we gather parents and then we share the progress of the school, the achievements of the school, and the challenges of the school. So they are part of that progress. They understand what we do also. We let them know that, yes, exactly, these are the things we are doing, this is what we have done so far, and these are the benefits. So we carry our parents along here effectively. So as a teacher, as a curriculum planner, as a school owner, or as an administrator, I believe something like that can be done in India, in your school. Just regularly carry the parents along. Communicate now. Don't communicate in English when you are having their PTA. Why not communicate in the language they understand? English language is a foreign language as far as I'm concerned. Yes, it shouldn't define what education is all about. Yes, that shouldn't define what education is all about. What education is all about should be character. So communicate with them in the language they understand. Speak Delhi to them, speak Hindi to them. Is it Hindu? Speak Hindu to them. Speak whatever language they understand to them, okay, in their language. Where we need an interpreter, get an interpreter to communicate with them. And you see that they'll be happy that they also are part of it. That's another part I can say, we can organize an open day.
Answer.
Open day where parents can come and be checking their students' work in the school. They will come into the school, meet the teachers of the different subjects one by one, and then they will communicate directly to the parent. This is the performance of your child for the past 4 or 5 weeks in the school. This is what it means. This is the score. Before you know it, they will understand and they will have a sense of belonging, that they are part of their child's progress. I believe this can help a lot.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Kusuma, thank you.
Any more questions? Yes, ma'am. Rachna ma'am, go ahead.
Sir, good evening, sir. I am Rachna. I'm working as school
assistant. Good evening.
Good evening. I am working as language teacher in the secondary school. I'm very glad to meet you and congratulations to you, sir. Sir, I have gone through your videos. You have excellently presented the phonetics to the children.
Thank you.
So it is very difficult to teach secondary school children. So I got some ideas from you, sir. I want to learn more things from you, how you are teaching the students. So your students, I can see the happiness in your students, and you actually deserve the award. So
thank you very much.
I want to learn more things from you, sir. Some more tips how to teach, because we are teaching the second language, English as a second language in our country. So can you give some tips to give them good pronunciation, or some games, songs, fun activities? Thank you so much.
Oh, you're welcome, Rachana. One of the things you can do, you see, I must be sincere with you. When you look at the videos and everything we did, if you notice a particular video, I wasn't the one singing. It was one of the students that was singing. I don't know whether it was you saw some of my videos. Now, I didn't do all this alone. I had to collaborate with the students. So that's one thing. It is not my learning. It is my teaching, but it is the student learning. So if it is their learning, they need to own it. So I make them own their learning. I compose the song a little bit and I give it to them. They go and reform it in their own way. They beat the drums to it, they dance to it, all these steps, I just give them the idea. So include the student while you are preparing for their lesson. Call the student, tell them, this is what we want to do. Is there another way we can do it that will make it fun for you? It is their learning. Let them decide how they want to learn. So my students most of the time decide exactly how they want to learn. So it is one thing to know what to teach. It's another thing to know how to teach. I know what to teach, but how to teach it sincerely, I may not know. It's the student that need to determine that because it's their own learning. So one of the tips I'm going to give you is include the student. Call them, tell them, this is what I want to teach you. How best can we do it? You will see that these students are marvelous. They are wonderful. They will give you fantastic ideas. They may tell you, okay, Mrs. Rachana, I want us to use quiz today. No, take us out on field trip. No, don't take us there. For instance, you want to teach register of motor vehicles, and you're in the classroom just mentioning tire, seat, engine. So they're telling you, no, take us to your car. So you can go to the garage, the school garage, open the school bus and start showing them. They want to be outside the classroom. And that's another tip. Make your learning a little bit outside the classroom. Let them be free from the four walls of the classrooms. No, not everything. Even English language is in the community. English language is the language of the community. They need to learn what they are. Send them out. Tell them to go to the market, to go and listen to people and write it down. May I ask, do you teach Pidgin? Do they speak Pidgin English in India? Pidgin English, Creole.
Yeah.
There is a type of language of English here that is not standard English.
Yes.
But it is acceptable. It is called Pidgin or Creole.
Okay.
Creole. I don't know whether you have the experience of anybody speaking Creole among your students in the community.
I don't.
Okay, no. Okay, so if what they speak mainly is the language of the community, you can ask them to do some interpretation. Let them listen to people talk in their language, and then they interpret it into English language. So basically, include the students in the process of everything, and you'll be amazed at the results.
Thank you so much, sir. It's a very good idea. I want to learn more things from you in future. Thank you so much.
So please, we can connect. Please, you can check my connection, collect my contact from Mr. Harry. We can always connect.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
Any other participants, please? Any other participants? Yeah. So Ramesh Garu, do you want to interact with sir?
Yes, sir. Finally, I want to know one more thing from.
Yes, sir.
Respected sir. Sir, what are the actual barriers in learning English in your area, sir? What are the barriers, sir?
Ramesh, there are so many barriers. One of it is what I just mentioned now. There is a particular form of English language we call Pidgin, P-I-D-G-N. I'm trying to put it in the chat now. Let me see if I can drop it in the chat.
Okay.
The spelling of the English, we call it English, Pidgin English. My students are not used to the standard English language. They speak the Pidgin English. You can check it on your dictionary, Pidgin English, or we call it Creole, the core standard of any language. So this is one of our challenges. Now, and you know, language is a habit. What you say regularly is what you know as a language. So my students don't speak English in their community. They speak Pidgin English. And anytime they want to write, it affects their writing, it affects their communication. And that's one big challenge. Another challenge is poverty. they don't have money to buy textbooks. Now, how do you teach a child? You have 50, 60 students in a classroom and you have only 10 textbooks to use. What do you do? If at times I will buy with my money, but how long will I be buy with my salary? You know, it's difficult. So those are challenges that we face. And at times, the curriculum at times is outdated. They are not teaching standard things anymore. There are a lot of new words that have come into English language that we have not updated in our curriculum. Then facility is another challenge too. We need enough technological facilities to teach this thing effectively. So all these are challenges and more that we face in this around me.
Oh, great, sir.
Sir.
I'm with you, Ramesh.
In all these circumstances also, you reach the heights, sir, in teaching. It's a...
In all these circumstances?
In all these circumstances also, you got very good results, sir. You reached the highest position in across the globe. Also, you are identified as a global teacher, sir. Very, very congratulations, sir.
Thank you. Thank you. We just had to solve it in our own little way, and that was what gave the recognition.
Sir, shall I ask one more question, sir?
Yes,
go ahead, Ramachandri.
Yeah, Lakshmi Ramachandrini. Sir, you are stressing about Creole while teaching English language. Could you please elaborate what is meant by Creole? Because we don't know the term Creole. For the first time we are hearing this word Creole from you. So I want to know what is meant by Creole. Could you please tell me in brief?
Okay, Creole is a substandard form of a standard English. Let me just quickly read it for you exactly what it means here. It means we call it pidgin. It is a less standard of English. Okay, let me use an example. For instance, if I want to say, where are you in English? In Creole, they will say, where you dey?
Wow.
Okay.
Where you dey. Now, it is the mixture of your local language and English at the same time.
Okay.
If I want to ask you whether you have eaten, I can say, you don't chop. Now, you don't chop. Now, it's a mixture of
blending of local language and English, isn't it,
and
sir?
English language, yes. So, and then English will not accept that. That's no longer standard. So, and that was what was affecting so many of our students. And of course, it is, as Madavi put it now, we use it only in communication with those who do not understand English very well, where we communicate with them, where those who do not understand English very well, just for local communication. And it is not the standard. And that's what the students are used to. That's what we mean by that. And Madavi, thank you for that definition.
Okay.
Welcome, sir.
Then,
welcome.
Is Creole is globally accepted language?
It's not a language. It's a mixture of different language that affect the standard language.
So you mean this is not a standard language, no?
It's not a standard language. Creole is not a standard language. It's a mixture of different local languages just to communicate.
Okay.
So
okay.
my students are used to this as against the standard language.
Right. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Nice clarification. Thank you.
Yeah.
Welcome.
Any more participants, please? So, Ramu Garu, would you like to ask the question? Yeah.
Sir, Hari, sir, very good evening, sir.
Yeah, good evening, sir.
Good evening, sir.
Please go ahead, sir.
I'm outside, actually. My vehicle has got a puncture here.
Okay.
But by using my mobile, I'm very happy to be connected with this session. Thank you so much. Yes. And I would like to congratulate you, sir, for being there in the top 10 global teacher awardees. And I have drawn much inspiration, sir. Thank you so much for sharing all of your experiences with us. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you. I have no questions, actually.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much for the kind words.
So, my dear friend, I think we are so thankful to you for allotting your valuable time. I know I can understand that the situation where you are in right now, but even though the situation is a bit critical at the moment, in the point of view of your better half, but you sported a smiling face and answered to our question quite patiently and comprehensively. So what a attitude you have. So these are the qualities are needed for a teacher. And of course, it's a dedicated teacher has definitely these qualities. And you proved what you are. Actually, you deserve to be a global teacher. As I have already told you that you are equally competent, as good as our Desali of our India. And but of course, it's all about the luck factor there at the time of selection. But anyhow, I think we are really proud of your achievement, and so we wish you to keep rocking in your profession. Of course, you will definitely reach a milestone. You have already reached the milestone. Maybe in the future you will reach many more milestones in your life. So thank you so much for allotting your valuable time. And
thank you so much.
We love to interact with you many more times because you being an English teacher, you have made many inroads in the field of teaching English. So we need your suggestions, your maybe your advices, or maybe your teaching techniques. So many things in order to take our teaching in a better way in the journey of teaching. So we need your cooperation and coordination. So thank you so much for sparing your valuable.
Thank you.
Yeah.
You're welcome,
thank
Harry.
You so much,
you can have me always. The only thing now is that, I'm now very busy.
Yeah.
So many engagements here, videos here and there. So, but at any time I'm free, I will always attend to you and your students and your colleagues too. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir. We are all
thank
praying for your wife recovery.
Welcome. All right. Thank you.
Thank
I
you.
think I can take my leave now.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.